アニメ電話ゲーム
So, seeing as this is our first regularly released season for everybody on roosterteeth.com and not just our thirsty firsties,
Ooh, I like that.
it's time to, I don't, as soon as I said it, I hated it. It's time to explain.
Man, it's done. The beam is already over.
It's time to explain. Cole explains. So this is our good friend Cole.
I'm a good friend.
Our producer that has just somehow managed to weasel his way on set every week. And
Nobody knows how.
he's just like so good at succinctly explaining things that we decided to start this little bit where Cole's gonna watch an anime that none of us are watching. And he's going to tell us what happens every episode until by the end of the season, we should, in theory, be able to understand this show.
Well, you do understand it.
Right.
You
But never having watched.
and it's your favorite show after that. Like, it automatically becomes your favorite show, and you put it as your background on Twitter and Facebook, and you make a Facebook for it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, we do none of that shit because he does an awful fucking job. And now we get to see what it's like because we're gonna do it for what show, Cole?
We're doing it. So, okay. We're already getting kind of off the rails because we were going to do it. We're doing it for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, everybody's asked us to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Carrie refuses.
This is how we're going to do JoJo. All right, for years people have been telling me to watch it. I'm like, I'm going to save this up. I'm going to watch it right. And we're going to have to. And I'm going to have to watch it through the Cole lens.
Yeah.
Wow, that's oh, we could do the gift for that. Okay.
So okay. So
Oh, man. Yeah.
we were talking about this for a while, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And, like, JoJo's the most popular one of season 3, but we were like, well, that's a Monster of the Week type of deal. So we were like, no, let's do season 2. Well, season 2, or series 2, starts at episode 10 of season 1. So that's really
No,
confusing.
shut the fuck up right now. What?
Yeah, so I've already got the title of this segment now. It's going to be Cole's Bizarre Explanation.
So, Coco.
Couple
So
of
yeah, so if we wanted to start with season 2, we'd have to. Or if we want to start with series 2, because that's the second JoJo. That's the American JoJo.
No, I'm fucking confused. Is this not a linear?
And during a Cole Explains segment?
No. We haven't even gotten to it. That's my
Explains
thing.
the Cole explains.
Okay, fine. You're giving me angry gas.
So we're actually. So hey, we made things more difficult and started with season 1, episode 1.
Great.
So that's how we're gonna do this.
Okay, well that seems like the simple thing to do. Start from the beginning.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
And do a season.
You have to have a
episode.
higher level of thinking about this, Miles.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just down here with the peons. Tell me what the fuck JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
So
is about.
JoJo's about a car crash that happens, and all these people die except for one dude who has a baby, and that baby is
Wait, so the baby doesn't die either?
baby doesn't die. The old man.
So two people don't
So this
die.
old guy comes along and he's like, "Hey, there's a little baby.
already begun.
Ooh, let's take this ring off this dying guy. Surprise! He's not dying. He's alive." And so the dying guy thinks, "Oh, you came to save me," and he's not dying actually. So he comes back to life, and
But he
is
wasn't
like,
dying. Why would he come back to life?
He's like, "I will forever repay your debt." Well, so old shitty
wait,
guy.
who's repaying whose debt for what?
So the dying guy thought that the old shitty man
Right.
was going to come and save him.
Right, but really he was stealing his ring and his baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, because of that, the nice old man is like, I'm a billionaire. I'm 100 billionaire. I will give you my fortune whenever you need it
Okay.
because you saved my life, even though he
I
was
thought-
just stealing a ring.
Okay.
But he was unconscious because he was dying, remember?
Sure, right.
So he then
Not just dying.
we then see this little baby is a shit. He's a little piece of shit baby.
okay, poop emoji.
But then ugly old man has another baby who's kind of cool, but he's not cool. We're gonna find out later he's not super cool. So
You're adding a bunch of adjectives. Is he a good old man or an ugly old
he's
man?
an ugly piece of shit old man.
Okay.
So ugly piece of shit old man. His wife dies, and now it's just the baby. Well, the young, cool, kind of evil guy, and so he gets picked on by everyone. Our main dude. He's like a little piece of shit. He gets beat up by everybody.
It sounds like everyone in the show sucks.
He has
is
a
what I'm
dog.
picking up on,
Well,
right?
so then the ugly old man finally dies.
Okay,
and
finally.
He tells his son.
Really funny that you're reaching for that. That's what I've been focusing on for like the last 5 minutes.
Wait, what is
that? Everyone's
he has
gonna
to
ask what
go
Cole
and
Explains
meet
means.
his
It's
old
gonna be all
man.
about this
He has to
puppy
meet
that
the
looks
rich
like a
man
drink.
because
Sure,
the rich
okay,
man,
sure.
That's the debt. That's a fucking debt.
Right, sure. I'm
So
fucking
he
hanging
gives
on
his
for
debt. He gives him the debt, and he goes, "Hey, you have to take care of me." He then kicks his dog. He kicks the dog square in the jaw.
Who kicks
kills
whose
him.
dog?
The cool guy.
Cool guy.
The cool guy kicks the dog.
Cool guy, the guy that was saving the baby?
No, that's his son. So
What?
the cool guy kicks the dog. Then a bunch of really bad
Doesn't
stuff
sound
happens.
very cool. He kicked
That's
a
where-
fucking dog.
That's where we learn he's not cool.
Oh man, what a fucking.
But then the main guy's still a piece of shit. He's a little whiny brat.
Okay.
And is like, oh, I'll show you. Then he gets beat up in boxing.
Who
Like,
does?
The piece
dog?
of shit son.
Piece
The-
of shit son, not cool guy.
The cool, not cool, evil guy beats up the piece of shit son.
Okay.
Oh, they're both.
And the dad is like, wow, you really are a piece of shit to his own son. Not the dead dad. The dead dad's dead.
The dead dad's dead.
But
Obviously.
so then some really bad stuff happens that actually is, in this political climate, is not a very good thing.
Was a fucking Cheeto elected president? What the
No,
fuck? Okay,
it's like,
fine.
It's really bad. Like,
Okay.
I don't want to get into it.
All right, sure.
And then-
So now it's Cole doesn't explain.
So this
Cole omits.
Oh, man.
It's
perpetuate this like forces
Like, is it
our main
with
dude
Jews?
to punch him in the face and keep punching him, and the dad comes out and goes like, well, you're beating up the cool son. So he keeps beating up the cool son.
Can I ask one question? What percentage of the way through the episode are you right now?
80.
Thank fucking God.
So-
So the whole thing has been just a
They knocked the
fight out at the rep.
Yeah, they knock the mask that has vampire teeth off the wall, and it grows claws and starts crawling around like a little Spider-Man.
oh, so it's
no,
live.
no, stop. No, you fucking stop right there.
But then the
I
dad's
swear to God, Cole. No, I'm being serious right now. I'm using my serious voice. When the fuck did some paranormal shit get involved in this story about shitty sons and dog kicking?
I just told you it did.
Okay, that's fair.
When
Continue.
did we move indoors?
We're indoors right now.
And how do we get there?
It's because he ran inside. Because the guy. Well, so I skipped some things.
Great, you gotta be paying
All right.
attention, man. You gotta be
It's
paying
really,
attention.
really ultimately not cool violence to women that I skipped over.
Got it.
That's like really shitty and
Okay.
shouldn't be in the show to begin with.
Okay, fair. Okay, okay.
So
What?
I know everyone loves the series.
yeah.
Okay.
I've heard it. That's the end of it. Like it doesn't do that anymore. Instead, it's just violence to people.
and that's okay.
Equal
and we're
opportunity.
for
Yeah,
that.
no,
We're
everyone
so
gets
for that.
violent.
So long as it's, yeah, right.
And
I don't
so
discriminate against gender. Does that make me better than you?
yeah. So Jojo. Oh, I can't say his name.
Wait, what?
Main dude, he punches cool son.
Okay.
Not cool anymore because he'd violence to women.
Okay,
That's
not
bad.
cool women hitting son gets death.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
then
that sounds great.
The main dude just keep punching him, and the dad sees like, well, you're beating up a poor defensive little
He
boy.
misunderstood because he didn't see the hitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the cool son then puts the dog in a box and lights it on fire, and the dog dies. That's the end of the episode.
Why does Rachel like this show?
Why the fuck does our good friend Rachel like this dog kicking, burning, woman hitting show?
Guys, like it's a fidget.
Oh, and the cool son, the not cool son hit women. He's off at college.
Okay. Well, thank God he's trying to get a higher education.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Because he needs to educate himself.
Yeah, he needs to.
if
learn.
this wasn't your homework, would you keep watching this show? Just based on this pilot.
Only on the first episode.
Well-
because there's that anime. That's that anime
Rule of
rule.
three, but
There,
right,
it's
yeah.
it's funny because I have another announcement.
Okay.
Cole Explains is canceled.
Hey!
Confetti, confetti, confetti.
Hold on, let me high five this
Hey,
camera
Miles,
person.
sit your ass back down. Sit your ass back down, son.
I had to do it for the
Where are the
joke to be
balloons?
real.
We
All right,
canceled, we
what?
canceled it because I watch so much anime. I don't have time to watch anime.
I've been telling you this for like since the day I met you.
So we're actually going to start a new segment called Anime Telephone.
アニメ電話ゲーム
Fucking got Andrea, you got
nani
Andrea to
desu
record a
ka?
new thing.
Hey,
all right?
Ray, next week you're going to watch episode 2 without seeing episode 1 and explain to me what happens.
Oh, dear God. It's spreading. You infect me with Cole. Okay.
I felt greedy. I felt like I was taking it from everyone. So I want to share the wealth.
Okay. All right, Mr. Producer. No, I like this. No, I like this.
Okay, let me get this straight. So now I have to start with episode 2.
Yeah, you can't watch episode 1.
Only
now.
going into it with what I took away from your explanation.
Yeah, the very clear, crystal clear picture I gave you.
I
Right.
fucking love this. I fucking love this.
Hell, week after that, Carrie should be back next week. Let's make him explain it after that.
After he's so no, let me get this straight. Carrie, not only is Carrie not going to watch episode 1 and episode 2 of JoJo and then have to
missed the
continue on the story,
explanation.
Yeah.
he's also gonna miss this and he's gonna miss you.
He
Yeah.
could watch it if he wanted to. He
No,
could watch
he's
it
not.
later.
No,
He's not allowed.
He wouldn't anyway.
Yeah, he
He
wouldn't
can watch
anyways.
this show.
But why would you?
He could be allowed to, but he's not going to.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be bad.
And
Here's what I'm looking forward to. Everybody's nicknames for these characters, because
Yeah.
we're not gonna know their. I learned about not cool son, main dude, and shitty old man. And dog, RIP.
Yeah, dog, you don't need to remember him.
I'm wondering. It's like, wait, is main and not cool son the same person? Though?
No, they're not.
Okay, I was
Who
about
was
to
the
say.
baby?
That's
Is that not
that's
cool?
shitty son.
Okay.
Wait, but
so what I'm hearing is
what's
that
the
baby
difference
should have
between
died.
not cool son and shitty son, though?
We didn't
Wait,
meet,
is there a difference?
We didn't meet shitty son. We didn't meet. Hold on. We didn't meet not cool son as a baby.
Okay, so okay.
So that was
We only met baby shitty son.
baby shitty.
But we
son.
met two
Why was, he,
babies.
why was he so shitty? He was just
And baby shitty son is the main character.
Well, I was gonna say when you see it, you'll find out.
God damn, he was a piece of shit. What the fuck? All right,
He was just the worst.
all right. Anime telephone.
Anime
It'll be-
Denwa Game It.
it'll be your turn next week.
Doing our best to get canceled with each week.
You ain't got us yet. God, you a piece of shit. Oh man, I'm gonna get smote.
アニメ電話ゲーム
In episode 2 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, take us there.
Well, so here's the tell. Episode 2 starts with a 7 years later.
What?
Cool. I didn't even know anything else.
I know. In 1888, and at which point
does
I
Bart
already
tell.
had to hit the pause button and think about this because this is how clear my understanding of Cole's segment was last week.
Oh boy.
Is that you'll be interested to know that a major inciting incident of the whole series is a cart crash, but I heard car crash.
Yeah.
So every time he
Okay.
kept talking, like his whole explanation I thought was modern day. Then I'm supposed to cover episode 2, and we are in like late Victorian
Yeah,
England.
You're like, where's the Pontiac Firebird that crashed?
Yeah, and they introduced another character. And here's the thing: I am going to go ahead and name this character because for reasons
Okay.
which are evident just to say the name. It's like, by the way, so 7 years later, it's 1888.
Okay.
And oh, by the way, Jack the Ripper.
Okay.
So Jack the Ripper is doing his
Love
thing in London, and then you get a really cool title sequence, which is and again these character designs are straight up like Fist of the North Star, but in suits and top hats and bowler hats and stuff. So
Can I just start real quick?
yeah.
This is our candy thing, and there's a ninja star in here.
But is it edible? Is it made out of chocolate like the game show?
No.
All right. Hey.
My life.
Cuts to a rugby match.
What?
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So suddenly,
Okay, Jack the Ripper's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Rugby
So
match.
yeah, that's literally the opening. Is Jack the Ripper stalked women in London of 1888. Dance number rugby, and then
Wait, where did the dance number come in?
Well, the opening
That's the
song.
title.
Oh,
So
okay.
everybody's hey, it's JoJo's, and
That's
you know,
the JoJo show.
But you're fucking sit on your hands.
This
This is a learning experience.
I'm not gonna learn anything.
JoJo.
So now you've got. I guess we're gonna go by the monikers from last week. I might not have these correct. I guess it was we had good son and shitty son.
Okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, are now. So you've got these two characters from the beginning that you had the cart crash.
Thank you. Hard
I'm
T.
not going to go into all the details. You're going to have to go back and actually watch last week's fan service to get all
Okay,
of Cole's
okay, that's fine.
explanation.
Charlie Sheen's there.
And
Bad dad.
yeah, there's the good dad. It turns out that the bad dad is there to
Charlie.
rob him, and each of them have a son.
Okay.
And here's the thing: so good dad has a good son, shitty dad has a shitty son. Shitty dad
here.
dies, and through circumstances, now shitty son and good son keep bumping into each other. In fact,
Ah,
shitty
okay.
son wants revenge, and he wants in on this family, and convinces good. And this is where this episode picks up. They now tell you that in the last 7 years, what has happened is good dad has now adopted shitty son as one of his own sons.
Oh, okay.
And both the good son and bad son are, haha, yeah, we're great. We get along just fine. We're the two best athletes in the whole school. And life is beautiful all the time. And then monologue to camera, fuck this guy. As soon as I can. It's so hard for me to keep up this facade. And as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to screw over him. And you get both sides of that.
Ooh, scandalous.
Wait, have we gone back to Jack the Ripper yet?
No.
Patience. Yeah, so you have that, and then you have, and then they also established that as the years have gone by, good dad's health, who by the way was in complete jeopardy in the first episode because of the crash, is in jeopardy again this episode. So he's
How fast was
he's,
his cart going?
he's ill in.
His cart.
How fast was his cart going?
Pretty fast.
Okay.
It went fast.
Okay.
It's like Sonic.
Cole, what did I say about hands?
He asked a question about me.
You're not explaining.
He asked a question about me,
You,
who
you
I was.
explained last week.
So, and already, in case you can't figure out where this is going to go, then you've got Dad going, I can't believe I'm feeling so bad. This just started as a cold, but it just keeps getting worse for strange reasons.
Uh-oh.
So, then you've got, they established that there was another artifact. I think you talked about this in the first one, that somehow floating around, I don't remember the origin of this one, but there's a mask. There's a stone mask involved. And they established that, so you've got Shitty Son on the left with the mask and Good Son on the right.
Okay.
And stone mask. And it turns out that Good Son is, he really wants to know what the deal is with this mask.
Jonathan, Jojo.
And he's studying archaeology at the university just to try to help himself learn more about the mask.
Okay.
And
One goal.
funny thing like masks do, if you even nick it, like if you put the tiniest droplet of blood on it, this mask will activate and like spikes come out.
I hate it when masks do that.
Yeah,
It's the worst.
yeah. So that's a thing.
That's my Halloween costume.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, we should just go ahead and I'm going to start calling him called Charlie Sheen. But anyways,
I'm trying to force it really hard.
while JoJo was studying archaeology and the mask in the shitty family or good family library, a letter falls out of a book kind of from nowhere. We've discovered the long last
addressed to?
letter that's been hidden for years by somebody, but it turns out it is the last, like on his deathbed, letter from Shitty Dad from 7 years ago.
Charlie Sheen.
Who says,
He
by
can
the
write
way,
still.
for no particular reason, I'm going to describe in this letter that here's how I died 7 years ago.
What?
And so then Good Son reads that and says, what? And says, because that sounds just like how my dad, Good Dad, is dying right now.
What?
Hey. So then he
Oh my
confronts
gosh.
Good Son confronts Shitty Son, and Shitty Son says, hey, no, you can't test that medicine that I've been giving your dad. Did I mention that I'm giving your dad all the medicine? But if you test that, then that means that we're no longer friends, and all our facade is done being in place.
But I hate you anyways.
Yeah.
And then JoJo says, you're right, but here's what I can do to counter that. I can make you swear on your father's honor that you're not poisoning our dad. And Shitty Son goes, curses, drat, you got me.
I was okay killing someone.
A man's honor.
Because Shitty Dad had no honor, therefore he can't swear.
Oh, logic.
So, and then it's more fight.
Oh,
they
they're
fight?
fighting.
They fight some more.
Where's Jack the Ripper?
So, shut up. So,
they fight?
and because, Good Son is such a good son, he doesn't want to break Good Dad's heart. Hey, by the way, you adopted a shitty son.
Right.
So he doesn't tell Good Dad what bad son's been doing.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, but by the way, I got to go to Chinatown in London, no reason, because his deduction, he instantly goes, oh, it's this horrible poison. It must be Chinese.
JoJo.
Yeah. And
what are you
by
doing?
the way, that was the side of town in London that he knows that Shitty Son had grown up in before he got adopted.
Okay.
No.
But they kind of explained that out of order.
Those
And
damn
by
Chinese.
the way, that's the side of town that Shitty Son is from, so I'm willing to bet that's where he got his knowledge of poison from. Let's go there. So Good Son goes to
Better not bring our dogs.
Ogre Street, by the way.
Okay.
So then you get like what I refer to as the Ogre Street Irregulars, and Sherlock Holmes fans will probably still not appreciate that. But this section of town is so screwed up. This is the side of town where cats eat dogs. I am not kidding. So he's walking down. It's like, oh wow, that cat's gnawing on a puppy. That's not weird. Anyways, then he gets jumped by three ruffians.
You fuck! I was gonna say at the end. Fuck you! No, he just said, "Oh, what a bizarre adventure." I was gonna say that when you're done. Fuck.
Wait for the episode to be.
I'm sorry. You said cats eating dogs.
I'll try and wrap this rew quick.
Okay.
So, anyways, more gentlemanly Fist of the North Star fighting, but because
How high up are their pants?
pretty high.
Pretty high?
And their
That's what makes them do.
waistcoats are, and their Good Son defeats the first three ruffians.
This is one
in a very honorable way. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We'll come
honorable
back.
way.
I am gonna keep watching this. It's fun. It's incredibly different.
You can't.
Well, someday.
Okay, someday.
Someday.
Yeah, after this 4 weeks is over.
Then he beats the first three, And then, but another 50 reinforcements are there to beat him up next.
That's a
But
lot of
because he fought so
reinforcements.
honorably, the ruffians recognize he's a gentleman and an honorable fighter. Therefore, hey, 50 other ruffian friends of ours,
Hey!
you don't have to fight.
You did good.
Yeah.
You did good,
Like,
kid.
he's actually a nice guy. Don't beat him up. 'Cause
Yeah.
We don't beat up gentlemen here in
Yeah.
Overtown. Don't worry about it.
All of a sudden,
Jojo.
mean in
Joey
Chinatown?
Wheeler's in this.
Oh, there's a title for the episode.
Hey, Yoog.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, my cards overboard.
Don't worry about it, Jojo. It's Ogre Town.
It's Ogre Town.
Yeah.
Ogre Town.
It ain't Ogre.
I
till it's Ogre.
bet I'm hitting the bricks. Sorry.
I felt like a 9-minute long video on YouTube of somebody who had ripped all of the Joey Wheeler lines from the
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh game,
Yeah.
and it was just like back to. I'm sorry, that doesn't matter. Anyways,
So that's where so that kind of wraps up. Meanwhile, Bad Son has figured out that that's where Good Son has gone. He's like, there's a chance that those usual ruffians that jump on everybody as soon as they walk in that section of town will probably go ahead and kill him. But just in case, I'm gonna go in also in case I need to finish the job.
just in case he's being honorable today. I
Yeah,
better
and
make my way
in case I
down there.
need it, I'm gonna bring the stone mask that just happened to be lying around again.
Might as
That might come
well.
in handy.
Yeah.
Just in case, 'cause you don't know what it
he
does.
can't
Get some blood on
find
it.
Good Son because Good Son's made friends with everybody, and they take him to go find the medicine or the antidote, and it'll be fine.
All the Chinese.
And then,
Chinatown.
as long as
Who else is
Bad
there?
Son is there and he's got the mask, he's like, well, darn it, I was going to use this mask on Good Son to see what happened, to try and take him out. He's not here. Hey, here's another bum. I'm just going to put it on this bum. So he puts the mask on the bum and gives the mask a little bit of blood, and we finally get to see what the mask does, which is the mask makes vampires.
What?
JoJo's is about vampires.
Yeah.
Hey,
One.
hey, Austin, can
vampire.
you ask your question?
Where the fuck is Jack the Ripper?
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, here's the thing. I kept expecting at this point it's like, okay, it's gonna be we're gonna find out that Bad Son has accidentally made Jack the Ripper out of this other guy who he puts the mask
Right.
on. But of course that he learns he tries to fight the guy for a minute, he's overwhelmed because now Vampire Bum is about to kill him.
Yeah.
Sun comes up, the vamp dusts, and
Oh, the actual son.
the actual son.
Okay.
Yeah.
The good son.
Not the shitty son, not the good
best
son.
son.
I thought good
Good
son
son.
came over and he's
Yeah.
like, Gosh, no.
The
good
new son.
The best son comes
Yeah.
up as the vampire, and now
Martin
like
Sheen.
you've got Bad Son. Is he gonna use the mask? Cut to Good Son back at the mansion. He's trying to help the dead, but it may not be. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
and that's roll credits.
So, two things I want to say.
Yeah.
A, what a bizarre adventure.
Thank-
Oh, funny joke from this guy. B, actually, I have 3 questions. B,
What the
this sounds
fuck?
interesting. I'm gonna be like, obviously, like this is goofy. We're explaining it this way.
The
It's a
character
vampire?
designs are fun.
It actually sounds
The
kinda interesting,
Action
I'm
is
gonna be
really
real.
amusing. Yeah.
C, what the fuck does Jack the Ripper have to do with any of this?
I suspect we'll find out.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're going to
Next
find out Jack the
time.
Ripper.
I'm gonna find out the adventures of Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's dead. I
Is
guess.
Carrie next?
Yeah, Carrie's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the actual list?
Do we want to come up with it now? Who wants to go up to Carrie?
I
wanna
think
go.
I think the list
You're up
is
to Carrie.
Yay!
All right.
And
then you're after Austin.
and then Miles.
Then Miles is last. And Miles has
Perfect.
to explain it to Rachel.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
God.
Yeah.
Do we have like a bucket for her tears?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'll need those.
She made a reaction video to Cole Explains.
Did
last
she
week.
really?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I'm scared. I've heard her.
Anime 電話ゲーム
You're just now getting to this?
Oh.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
You watched episode 1 and explained it.
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
You were here.
I was not here for episode 1.
You weren't here for
I was not here for episode 1.
Miles.
Neither of us are here.
Neither was
Miles was
yeah.
here. I was here.
You then explained episode 2
Correct. While you were still
while I was
here.
still out. No, I was here. I was here for 2.
Yes. Wait.
Miles
No, you weren't.
Miles was out. God.
Yeah, I was here. I was here for 2.
Right. Yeah.
I've heard 2 from you. I never heard 1, and I still know exactly what's going on because Gray did a good job.
Because I did a good job setting up first. Like,
Did you though? Did you though?
Tell me what happened.
I have notes for the first part. Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on, let me get my notes.
Okay, all right.
Do you still not want to name the characters?
In a world
So-
where shitty dad and good dad had
you
two
can name
sons.
let's say you can name the characters unless you have a better name.
I've got a couple good names.
Okay, good.
Okay, great.
Because we had
Okay.
a really good name.
I love
So,
name.
I'm curious about what happened to Piece of Shit Baby.
We had a really
love
good
the
name.
names.
We got.
Oh, don't worry, I'll help
Jack
you with
the
that.
Ripper. That was a good name.
Okay.
That was a good name.
All right, let's let him
Here's
do
a couple
his thing.
thoughts I had as we're going, and then I'm just gonna get into some extra stuff. So first off, I was a little confused at the beginning, and I think that was a little bit the style. So my first note is, what the fuck is happening? Then turns out, hey guys, Daddy's safe.
Daddy's safe.
Daddy is safe. They just basically come and say, I found the antidote. I gave it to him. He's good now.
Oh, okay.
Poisoned?
Oh yeah, okay. It was a whole
fine,
thing.
it's fine.
Basically,
I'll pick it up,
yeah,
I'll
they
pick
got
it up,
busted.
I'll pick it
Okay.
up.
Oh, you're gonna.
You
Don't
first
worry.
watched last week.
The intro's cool. Okay, so here's what happens. Basically, bad boy. There's bad boy and good boy.
Okay.
Good boy's JoJo, but I'm just gonna call him good boy because it's better that
he's a
way.
good
It's
boy.
better that way. It's fine.
Nice.
He's a good.
Bad boy, and this is coming from them. Bad boy went to Chinatown, and used their. I have to choose my words carefully.
We've already lost
Poisons, to poison Good Dad, and
Quotation
Daddy.
marks poisons. That makes it sound like it was something else.
no, they poisoned him.
Okay, it wasn't like an SVU thing.
No.
Okay. What
did you just
Well,
say?
I mean, I haven't watched episode 4, so I don't know.
Okay.
An
SVU.
SVU
I heard
thing.
STD.
Good Daddy, he's okay.
Good dad's okay.
Good Boy knows what Bad Boy has done.
Okay.
And then Bad Boy says out loud, I want to turn myself in. I feel bad. Don't turn me in. Let me turn myself in. And Good Boy goes, okay, I will. And then Bad Boy inside says, I'm not going to do that. If he gets close enough, I'll stab him.
Oh, are you
with
kidding?
my
Oh,
blade.
boy. It's
This
one
is
of those,
inside.
huh?
Oh, yeah, it's one of those.
Eternal monologue.
I just want to be very clear before I get forward from this. I enjoyed this episode, and I'm enjoying the show, and I'm gonna go back and rewatch ones later because I'm enjoying this. Because if you don't take it seriously, it's fucking great. Because I'm gonna get something in a minute that was one of my favorite moments in anime.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
Comedy moments. So he's gonna turn himself in. Nope, just kidding. He's gonna stab him. So then some guy named Speed Racer shows up, right?
What? Wait, no, wait, what?
Okay, so his name was Speedwagon.
First name Audio.
Yeah, but I call him Speed Racer in my head because he looks kind of like Good Boy. He's blonde too. It's fine. I also automatically assumed that no, Good Boy is dark hair. I automatically assumed that Good Boy was gonna have blonde hair.
JoJo?
But yeah, JoJo has dark hair.
He has dark hair.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
I've seen the
I just
figures.
didn't know. Okay.
That's a future JoJo
So Speed Racer shows up. Then something weird happened.
What?
So Speed Racer showed up. I'm just gonna
Clear, it
stand right
wasn't
here.
weird before that.
I'm just gonna stand here.
Do I need to get out of the
I'm just
way?
gonna- you're-
Lie
you're
down,
okay.
lie
I'm just
down,
gonna stand
Cole,
here.
you tall boy.
I'm just standing here.
Oh,
Okay.
that's adorable.
Speed Racer shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'm here. Let me introduce myself. I'm Speed Racer. Don't listen to him. He's bad. He's lying to you. He's gonna try and hurt you. I tracked down the people who sold you the poison." And he pulls back a curtain, and there's just an Asian man behind the curtain. He brought the man from Chinatown to the house, and there's just like a full-on, like he's got like,
What?
there's just an Asian man behind the curtain.
Yeah!
There's
Fuck!
behind the curtain is no window, it's a wall. I don't know why the curtain was there, but there was just an Asian man there, and he's like, yeah, I sold him the poison. I didn't know it was for. It's fine.
What? After he can I ask a question?
Yes.
After the confession,
Yeah.
does he just then grab the curtain and close?
Oh, no, he comes back. Don't worry. He comes back.
Okay.
So like he does that. He's like, I found the man, and then the dad shows up with a bunch of other people. He's like, yes, he did poison me. And then they're like, hey, go back to your room. You need to sleep now. He's like, okay, cool. I delivered my line. And he like walks out. And then, he's like, I can't believe you're my son. He says, I have to leave because I don't want to see my son arrested. And then like, cause he's still
The
like,
son that poisoned him.
the son, the bad son. Cause he's still like, you're still my son, but I don't want to see your shame.
Are Bad Boy and Good Boy brothers?
No, they're like the bad boy is adopted brother.
Okay.
Yeah. So
stepchild.
we find out. I'm gonna skip ahead a
Oh,
little
God,
bit.
that's an image on the screen. Jesus Christ. Is that
Speedwagon?
Speed
That-
Racer?
That's Speed Racer.
He looks like he's wearing a mask of a serial killer.
Well, that might
Style.
be the part where he's coming. I can't tell.
I can't tell if you're joking.
That's the beauty of this show so far. I'm being serious when I say
Speed whacking.
Yes, I really did enjoy this episode. I'm being serious. So I'm gonna come back to something in a little bit. But so then. And then, there's so many things fucking happen. I'm trying to parse my fucking notes from this
Now you
morning.
understand how Cole feels.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing. I'm actually giving real information, though, because I don't go fucking 3 miles a minute, 3 million miles a minute.
3 million miles a minute. That's the name of this episode.
If I get some of this wrong, I'm sorry, but it's gonna be close enough. But then he's like, no, I'm the bad bro, just kidding. And he puts on the mask and he goes full vampire.
Right.
Yeah, the mask turns people into vampires if you give it blood. And he puts his face.
It's not just me, Miles.
Yeah.
It's not just me.
Yeah. And
all of you.
then I wrote down, why does the good brother sound like a toddler? He's kind of got like that Goku thing going on where it's like still like the kid voice actor, but it's like he's like this big muscly man. He's like, I can't believe this is.
Thank you, Mike Tyson.
So then basically, this is just that image, yeah. So then basically, bad bro goes in to stab good bro, and we have the moment, and then dad jumped in the way.
Dad's dead.
Good dad is best dad.
I thought you didn't want to see the shame.
He did
I want to
it.
know why you need
turned
to put on a mask on to stab somebody.
Well, because he.
Yeah, no, wait. Why didn't he just bite the motherfucker?
Or stab him.
You don't want to get caught.
You trust me. Trust me.
What?
You don't want to
Wait.
get caught.
Okay.
What does
We
that
have to
mean?
trust.
We're in the
we
So
have to
then,
trust
so then they all shoot him, and blah, 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 and they shoot bad boy, bah, 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 and he goes flying out the window.
But
What the fuck?
But they look back, and the body's gone.
Because of the blood.
Because he's a vampire now. But the mask is just on the ground, but he's a vampire now, and the
wait.
body's gone. He was just hiding up above the window.
He was behind the curtain.
He was not behind the curtain. Yeah. No, they do retreat to the curtain later. I just want to be clear.
Did it come back
The curtain comes back.
to the doctor, to the medicine dude?
What about the doctor? No, he's dead. Everybody's dead now. So
Ow.
dad's dead.
What?
Dad's super dead.
I'm heavily emotionally invested now in the Chinese joke.
Oh, he'll come back. Don't worry. Well, he's gonna. The things don't go out super well for him. Things don't work out for him.
Oh no.
He got us some bad
There's more?
stuff. I'm not even 10 minutes into the episode.
Dog! Dog,
I'm not
you
even-
gotta fast forward this shit,
No,
man. This is
like-
what Cole has to deal with.
These are intense. There's a lot to
No, they're-
unpack. This
I
I
one's
know, but it's a
dense.
balance of time. Remember we used to make him hold weights?
We need
It's
the
a
weights back.
25-minute
Don't make us
episode.
bring the weights
Life
back,
is
Harry.
good
It's
shirt.
a 25. That's because he's doing a bad job.
boy.
It's because he's doing a
Hold
bad
this
job.
ramen out in front of you
Okay,
without touching.
that's fine.
Without, you can't eat it either.
That's fine. So,
Oh no, you do not
so
do the do.
then, so now you just got me distracted. See, this is Cole. I'm starting to
know
get it. I'm starting to get. You still did a bad job.
No,
but I'm starting to
All
understand
compliant.
it. Oh, yeah, it's halal. Yeah, we're good. So then,
Public service announcement.
then he starts like he comes back in. Speedwagon kind of gets hurt, but it's not too bad. Then they have like a firefight. Like they're like stuff catches on fire. They're fighting.
Oh.
But the vampire can heal. He's fine.
Okay.
Bad boy's fine. He's not. It's not a big deal. And then JoJo gets like stabbed in the arm. Oh no, that sucks. Then he like hides behind the curtain with Speed Racer. I don't know.
old Chinese man curtain?
No, not yet. Don't worry. JoJo, I'm not gonna do this. JoJo and him hide behind the thing. You hold it. Cole, hold it up. No, you hold it up. Thanks. They hide in the curtain. He tries to get him with fire. It doesn't work. The dad's spirit fuels JoJo.
No.
And fuels the fire. And then basically he waits until like the little bit of fire didn't do enough. So JoJo waits until the entire house is engulfed, then grabs him and like JoJo like suicides into the house with him to burn them both at the same time.
okay.
Wait, JoJo or JoJo's dad?
No, JoJo's dad's dead. JoJo's like,
But he's fueled with the
JoJo's dad's
spirit of
spirit
he's
is fueled.
fueling the spirit of the fire. He's
makes
like,
no sense to me,
Dad,
but
give me the
okay.
fire. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Hang on. So going back a little bit. Going back a little bit. We find out that there's like a ring or some shit. I don't like when he was dying. He was like, "Take my ring. It was your mother's ring, and I'm wearing it," which isn't weird. But we find out no, it's kind of nice. But then we find out that the bad dad, was a bad person, and they thought
the ring.
And they thought he stole the ring, but then he said no. Apparently, good dad owed a life debt to bad dad, and they didn't say why. I don't think.
He
But
saved him. I'm gonna stop talking.
I don't
This
know
is
if they
not
did.
close
I don't know if they
friends.
did. But then so he goes to the jail where Bad Dad is. This is way back in the day, and because Speed Racer I think was upset that he didn't banish him before. But then Bad Dad is like, or Good Dad's like, hey. He didn't steal the ring. I gave it to him. Take this ring.
Okay.
Be a good boy now. Be a good dad now. But he doesn't. And then he's a bad boy, so it's fine. Anyways, pulls him in the fire, murder suicide.
Okay.
But it's not enough. And like bad boy throws JoJo down.
Okay.
But then JoJo takes off his belt. And it
Whoops him.
extends 20 feet into the air, and he almost hooks him, and he hooks him, and then he pulls him, and they fall in to the fire for about 3 minutes. They're falling into the fire for about 3 minutes. They're falling.
A big fucking house.
They're falling into the fire.
20
And then it's not gonna work. But then the channels the dad, and JoJo kicks off the wall, and then he impales Bad Boy in like the family's it's like a good luck fortune thing. I can't remember what it was now. It was their guardian
killed with a fortune cookie?
guardian angel. There was a guardian angel
What?
statue had a spike on it, and he stabbed him into it. And he's like,
symbolic.
I did it now. And then I can't remember what happened in the end. They go outside, and Speed Racer's like, is he alive? And then he's like, Dad. And he's like, he's alive. And then, but the dad's dead. And then at the very end, then the credits roll. And then at the very end, it shows the Asian man going through the rubble. He goes to get the mask. Oh, so when they're the vampires and he bites them, they turn into these like zombie things that want to suck blood. I forgot to tell you that earlier. And then at the very end, the Asian man goes to get the mask, and then a hand comes up and drains him of his life. And the Asian man dies.
No!
As well. He himself was poisoned.
Don't sell drugs.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what happened.
Question.
Okay.
This show's gory as fuck. People started like losing their heads.
Fuck, for real?
Yeah, like it like all of a sudden just went like.
Austin, go first. Okay.
Where was Jack the Ripper?
That was one of my questions.
Did Jack the Ripper not show up?
So
Don't explain it to him.
It's fine.
no, what I was going to say is you don't need to know who Jack the Ripper is.
Okay.
He's the Jack the Ripper.
Unless it's Speed Racer or the Asian man.
Or they were just using it to establish time.
Next
It'd be
big
weird.
bad?
If the beginning of the last episode was to say, oh, by the way, Jack the Ripper, it's that time of history. He happened to be doing his thing. We're never going to come back to this. Just we wanted you to know.
Wait, like actual Jack the Ripper?
Yeah.
Position.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
When does this show take place?
During Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper time.
So what's my confusion? Yeah,
the
so we
Sully
kind of covered this last week that the way Cole told it, I thought it was present day.
So did I.
Yeah, because the car crash, it was a cart crash.
That's why he's
No, shut the fuck up.
That's why
Cole.
he's Speedwagon.
This is, remember like 30 seconds ago when Carrie was like, I do a better job than Cole? And I was like, no, he's right. Come on, Cole. Come on, Cole.
you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Dude, that show's really entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like
I love it.
If everything you guys were saying sounded over the top, and I was like, okay. When you actually watch it, it is over the top, and it's pretty fucking great.
But it owns up to it.
It does. Yeah.
I felt like the child of two parents. One, it's the dad that always tells lies, and the mom that will tell the truth.
What?
Every time you said something, like
Is that your parents?
No, like Calvin's dad is like will tell him tall tales and shit, like in Calvin the Hobbes.
Okay.
No, like
They're all very tall
Carrie
and
would
stuff.
say something.
Yeah.
I would go,
Is that true?
huh?
I like
and I
you
would
a lot.
immediately look to Issa, and Issa would go,
Yeah.
okay.
Let me be clear too.
true, honey.
I probably fucked some shit up.
No.
That's what happened though.
That was
Let's
more.
be honest.
That was more coherent than
Yeah.
all of the Cole Explains combined.
I know. So that's what I'm saying is like
also
what
took
I've
freaking
learned. What I've learned is that Cole's bad boy.
But here's the thing.
You've got the mask on.
Here's the thing.
No, like JoJo bad
Here's
boy.
the thing.
Yeah.
Cole gets it done fast. Albeit
does.
horribly, he gets it done
I am
fast.
tempted to go back and clock some.
That's true.
Oh.
I'm.
I
Yeah.
my vote's on Carrie actually.
What does that mean?
As in, I think Carrie was shorter.
I am sure.
No,
Oh, I thought you said I wish Carrie was
Faster.
shorter.
Sorry,
You're right.
That's fucked
faster.
up.
Yeah, faster.
But it almost sounded like you made it sound like there was a little extra info on REO Speedwagon's backstory.
So I think that was him. I got kind of confused at one point. I think it was him saying basically like he felt bad about it was either him or some other fuck that didn't matter. He felt bad that he had a chance to banish Bad Dad and didn't because of this whole confusion. Basically, like
Because of confused about the ring?
Yeah,
He
so-
somehow was present for the ring swap, or he knew something
yes,
about the ring.
Yes,
But
And
he's
so
showing up now in episode 3. By the way, there's this thing about the ring.
he
years
literally
ago.
shows up. He's like,
I'm
"Let me
here to-
introduce
I'm here to
myself.
finally
I
straighten
am
out.
Ario's Speed Racer."
Got it. Okay.
And my magic trick is I can produce Asian men.
Yeah, yeah. So,
That's a trick that'll get you places in certain parts of the world.
Talk about that. Talk about this in the comments of this video.
Can
I've heard a
somebody
lot of
make a GIF, please, for all that is good and holy? Can somebody make a GIF of him pulling the Asian man behind the curtain?
Oh, it's gotta
please?
exist.
It's got. I'm
Check Tumblr.
I'll
like,
yeah.
but no.
Go to Tumblr now.
I've
Check
pretty much
Tumblr.
every person who I know like loves JoJo's is like the first season. It's kind of rough. The first JoJo, it's 100% worth it for Speedwagon. They're like Speedwagon is the boy. He's the golden boy.
His name is Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
The Speed Racer.
Okay.
So
Who does it next?
well, last week or I can't remember if it was last week or if it was after the show. Austin was really excited to watch.
I'm
an
pumped.
episode.
So
So
it's Austin?
It's awesome.
next week
Austin.
we're gonna have Austin watch.
Shit.
And we'll go ahead
What
and-
the fuck?
What?
Did you find
His
it?
name is Robert E.O. Speedwagon.
Thank you.
It's REO Speedwagon.
What?
There's
what?
Every JoJo's.
What the fuck is this show?
Hang on, wait. I'm looking up Bad Dad.
I thought you were joking.
I can only expect him to take on the evil ELO organization next week.
Well, I mean, the bad guy's name is Dio.
Oh, of course, you're right.
And guess what? Guess what his dad's name is? Dario Brando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I
No,
don't know actually what
JoJo
that
has
is.
a huge like. I mean,
minor
there's characters later who are like Les Palmer. Like it's all rock.
It's all guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same way that MHA always says Star Wars names and
Yeah.
that's okay. All right.
You don't have a character whose name is Robert E.O. Speedwagon.
I mean, who says that a real person is not named Speedwagon?
I do.
I will second
I
that.
just want to be very clear that I went to a Wikipedia page for JoJo and I got an ad on it.
No, that's been happening lately. Ignore that. That's a virus.
How do I can't handle it.
Close it. Just turn off your phone.
Quick, break your phone.
So
snap
then
in half.
after Austin, Issa's gonna watch episode that would be
5.
5. You're gonna watch episode 6, and you get the joy of explaining it to Rachel.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna put that fucking demon on me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
アニメ電話ゲーム
We have to hear about episode 4.
Okay.
And there's only
fuck this up.
one person who can do this, and that's Austin.
That's Austin. Hey, let me get out.
Big
let me get
Apple
my
himself.
Big head out of the way.
Big Apple
The big JoJo
All right.
Apple himself.
Austin.
So I will say, Austin came to me with some unique requests for this episode.
They should have sent a poet, but they sent me, so I took screenshots.
So
Okay.
Just one or two.
That's fair.
Look, no.
Is that cheating?
I said no because
Okay.
that's how he explains it. Don't get on him.
I'm not.
Hey, leave the Big Apple alone.
Leave the Big Apple alone. Are you a big fruit?
You don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
I'm like a pomegranate.
All right, so
all
let's
right.
let Austin explain instead of interrupting him all the time.
Look, Miles, I get it. It is actually cheating. No, it is.
That's what I expect from you. Please continue. Please.
For each
So
picture,
tell us.
you
I'm
say
taking that
1,000 words
Ramona
less.
Flowers back.
Don't you fucking dare. Let's not bring our drama onto the
Okay. I don't actually remember the names of anybody.
I can help.
Make them up.
Tell us what happened in episode 4, JoJo.
Okay.
Bean
Speed
wagon.
Racer.
So, okay, the Speed Racer. So we come in on Speed Racer. I think his arm's all messed up. I don't know what anybody looks like. His arm's all messed up.
Was he glorious?
He is very.
Was he attractive, chiseled, and
anyone.
but had kind of small of a face though?
Yeah.
I just described every character.
Boy talk.
This isn't Carrie explained.
I'm sorry.
So he's up in a building. I guess he picked up the good boy is his name. I
Good
guess he
son?
picked up good boy. And so he comes in, it's dark. He goes up to a door, opens it up, and he sees like this girl's hands and they're cracked and bleeding because they've just been touching JoJo all night.
Wait, no. What?
This is so
I think
funny.
there's actually a screenshot for that.
I thought JoJo was good boy.
He's good boy. Yeah, just touching that. And then it just
Look
cuts back.
behind you.
And then he's really into it. Like,
Okay.
Oh, that's his
Wait
interface,
a
huh?
minute.
yeah. So he sees that, and then he's like, "Oh, this is good." And then he's like, "Speedwagon's gotta go." That's not. I didn't make that. He said he speaks in the third person. So well,
does.
he bails. And so
Okay.
it's like things are cool. Fucking good boy apparently likes that girl. He's
Okay.
pretty into her. Then she faints. Then he catches her with his broken arm. She's like, "Your arm's broken." He's like, "I catch you." And so it's like, you know what? Let's cut to the next day.
Yeah.
And they're going for a walk, and he thinks
Is she walking funny?
They're both walking funny. They're both walking funny, and he looks behind him, and there's a dude. And
yeah,
it's
'cause
just
he's
yeah,
walking- never
there's a creepy ass dude sneaking around. The creepy dude sees him. He
Oh
starts
my
to go.
god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
There's
god.
nothing suspicious
Yeah.
about why the fuck that motherfucker putting salt on a
Yeah,
sandwich.
no, because then he turns back, and now the guy's in front of him, and he's salting himself a sandwich.
That's not, if you hadn't shown me that screenshot, I would
on
have
keyframe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of see him leave.
Yeah, no,
assumed
and
that
so
was like a euphemism.
the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And so this man jumps up, comes down, fingers good boy so hard.
Whoa!
Fingers him so hard, it fixes his arm
I don't.
and turns him a little brown.
I don't.
Can you
And
try?
in fact, he can hold this rock, because also now he can magically produce rocks.
What is wrong with this man's anatomy?
And also, where'd the rock come from?
I think he removed his deltoid. It looks
so,
like he just
so
took
like
a
the
photo.
guy's like, "You got to understand, I fixed it. You have to breathe." And so to show him how to breathe, he decides he's gonna punch a frog.
I thought he said breed.
What?
He's gonna punch the shit
I
out of a
punch
frog,
frogs
and
to
he
breathe.
punches that frog just so hard that it actually punches the rock underneath him, and that's showing Good Boy how
So
he
funny.
fixed his
Apologies to
arm.
Peter Gabriel. Punch that frog.
This.
See, Miles, you see why I took screenshots? Okay, I can't explain this shit.
I literally wouldn't believe you if you didn't have
Good
the
Boy
photograph.
is so in fact powerful from watching this that now he can make flowers grow on trees.
I
Look behind you.
He's God.
Just
Oh.
he can just do that.
hate this show.
So
what's
no.
happening?
So
No,
then we
it's the
cut
best
to the most
show.
fabulous vampire on Earth.
That's the best show.
Oh, the guy from the last episode.
Oh, is that who that is? I didn't know who the fuck that was.
Well, I remember the last episode ended with like a vampire mask man falling, but then he's gone.
Okay, that's it. Well, he's gotten Jack the Ripper and promised him pleasures beyond his wildest imagination.
Jack's
Can we?
back.
Can we?
back?
real-
Jack's back.
Jack is back?
Can
Jack
we
is
go
back.
to the image real quick? Is that his own arm contorting around his body to scratch his back?
Might
you
be.
not do that?
Yeah, can you?
I can do that.
Yeah.
but he's like
Well, I mean,
behind
his
there.
is Jack,
I got
though.
It's his
I
left
got this, I
arm.
got
Yeah,
That's perfect.
That's fine. That's
So,
fine.
Your
so they
idea.
Don't
fucking,
look at me, camera.
That's not that weird.
so they fucking like they're like it's time to train. It's time to train a lot. I got to teach you how to breathe.
Let's find those frogs.
And so they're just
Let's play
breathing.
Super Mario
he tells
Odyssey.
and then fucking weird hat dude, like
breathing.
weird hat sneezing motherfucker. Oh yeah. Oh, but a bit back, he was eating that sandwich. Some pepper got out. He sneezed, fell off the thing he was sitting on, disappeared. And then we cut to a training montage.
This is not gonna make anyone watch JoJo.
I like that this is
No,
that bit of information you had
no,
to
I'm
get back
still
to.
in.
This
Where
is
did he go? They don't just.
Actually,
no,
this
no.
also
He
happened?
shows up behind Good Boy.
Good boys, JoJo.
What? Why's there a horse on the head?
Of course.
What the
Why is there a
fuck
horse
is
on
going on with this show?
Cut back, Ty. My boy Tie Dye.
Scene from Godfather.
Cut back. So they do their montage, but they're like, oh no, cut back. Yeah. So fucking Speedwagon shows up and he's like, hey, we gotta go find this vampire guy.
Of course.
Okay.
Because you gotta understand, that vampire used to be my father. Because the masks, the mask took my father and I had to kill him with the sunlight. And now that mask is my job and we have to go take him down. So Speedwagon gets in a wagon with all the other guys and fucking Top Hat McGee.
Fucking top hat guy.
He's like, okay, I gotta go.
Is it Speedwagon's wagon?
I don't even know. I would hope. He's like, I gotta bring my wine
get in
bottle and
Speedwagon.
glass. Everyone else is like, that's cool. And then it stops. And then, oh no, what's happening? They go outside. The horse's heads are cut off. But where's the horse's head? Oh no, it's on the guy that was carrying the horse. And they're like,
Wait, carrying the horse?
oh, sorry, that was riding the horse. And so it's like, well, where's the murderer? And it's like one of those situations where,
The
like,
horse.
you know, the murderer's in the house.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that
killing the
because
horse.
the murder is in the
So
horse.
funny. What?
What?
He was right.
In the horse.
He's inside the horse with you right now.
And he smiles.
I get this show.
And then he gets the fuck out.
I connect with this show.
Is that Jack the Ripper?
He's a zombie now. And so Top Hat
More
McGee's like,
Jack
you know what
the
I better
Rips.
do? Time to finger a
Sir?
wine bottle.
Okay, I'd like you to not use the word finger anymore and find a different.
That's the bottom
Word.
of the line.
Harry, he's fingering the shit out of that wine bottle.
Austin?
He's opening it wrong.
Austin?
Yeah.
I take it back. Continue to use that
And they're
word.
like, oh, we got to take on this zombie dude. This is a bad zombie dude. And the zombie dude's like, I'm bad. You know how bad I am?
How
he
bad?
pulls out his knife and he's like, I'm going to show you how bad. Stabs himself in the face.
Nice.
And they're all like,
I'll give
oh,
him
that guy's
It's a fucking power play.
that guy's bad. And so fucking Top Hat McGee's like, I'm gonna take you on. This is gonna go down.
Hat McGee
And so Zombie
was
Dude's
up
like,
like
you thought that was the
30.
only knife I had? Guess what? I got knives all up in me.
I bet he stabbed himself a bunch.
I guess so. They just pop out.
That's cool.
It's
That's
kinda- it's super
extremely
cool.
Tenjo
Yeah.
No,
Tenge.
so low key, this has convinced me to watch the show. Now.
Yeah,
Right?
that
No, no,
right there.
once
Every one of you, it changes you.
Once you actually watch Oh, I mean, I don't know if we told you. I actually, we put on the mask.
Yeah.
That's part of watching
No.
Once you're done your computer screen, just like a hand comes out
Yeah.
with a mask. and it's like, do you
no.
choose to accept?
This is gonna be like the fucking original like I Am Legend. I'm gonna realize like I'm the monster that doesn't get JoJo, and like I'm the one that needs to go.
That happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can talk
yeah.
about the kid.
I don't know. I
No,
didn't
Top Hat
watch.
McGee's like, I gotta tell you, good boy. The fact is that like, I'm teaching you how to breathe. It's the same thing that's making this zombie powerful. You gotta fight fire with fire. And he says, you're right. I need to explode the zombie. And the guy's like, sure. Like he's just
Even
like,
they're
clearly,
confused.
clearly I need to explode the zombie.
Right.
So
Really.
So he's
Top
like-
Hat McGee's like, here's this glass of wine. You can't spill a drop. You have to go kill that zombie. So the zombie jumps up in this tunnel and grabs a big like knife-shaped lever because everything's like knife. I don't know when he put that in there. This is a normal tunnel. It's not his tunnel. Why is there a knife there? No one knows.
It could be. It might be those things you
love
adopt the
JoJo.
highway.
It's and you're like gotta make this lever knife shaped.
so
Sorry,
Place they got the curtain.
Sorry, I'll move. What's up?
Can they punch things without frogs on them?
So far, I haven't seen proof of it.
Also, real quick, the frog
frog.
seemed fine being punched.
That's why it's the power of breathing.
Okay.
I mean, frogs don't have bones, so
It's a known fact.
They have fluid that just fills their.
Now people are just lying.
No one knows what.
Everyone's just lying.
frogs. Do frogs have bones?
Yes.
I don't think anyone
Victoria,
really knows.
I don't think
no one
anybody-
really knows what a frog even is.
Yeah. I mean, usually, are we talking?
Are you with them or me?
I don't know, Victoria. I don't know.
We also talking
I'm
about the
very
region.
scared.
It's all.
But yeah, what?
So-
So what?
So I gotta keep going.
Are we almost at the goddamn
Yes,
end?
yes. We're at the big thing. He's gonna go.
I'm so
The guy
stressed.
runs in. The zombie runs into this secret compartment of this tunnel that's been there forever.
Of course.
And they're gonna go fighting like it looks like catacombs. Top Hat McGee's like, hey, here you go. You got to take this wine glass. You can't spill a drop
Right,
because
right.
if you spill a drop, I'm never gonna teach you again. And so it's like,
Damn.
okay.
makes
So he
sense.
runs in. He's gonna take him on, and out of nowhere, fucking zombie man shows up with the biggest hair clip ever. Like, and he fucking he starts fucking Good Boy up, but then Good Boy's like, oh wait, throw my torch away, and he knows where he is, and he hunts him down, and he fucking explodes him.
What does that mean? He explodes him.
Okay.
The zombie explodes.
How? Did he
Okay,
finger him?
With
Miles,
breathing,
Miles,
breathing.
this is very clear. Austin said the words, he fingered him, and then he showed us the picture. If he said he exploded him, I think we all know exactly what it
Doubt him
means.
still.
Yeah.
It's just
Also,
a key art. It's just
so
a key art.
Everything
So-
Austin has said has been a one-to-one translation.
So
apparently.
Victoria,
Yeah.
because I've never watched JoJo's,
Yeah.
I didn't know the meme of like to be continued is from this. So it starts playing at the end. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, this episode
so
has
funny.
completely convinced me to watch the show now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
super on board.
There's more memes.
Yeah.
I'm
'cause I feel
sorry
like-
that I cheated.
No, it's good.
So, okay, but the zombie's not the vampire from the last episode.
No, he's Jack the Ripper.
Idiot.
Anime, 電話ゲーム.
And you were like, I'll definitely be able to get it shorter than the others.
Yeah, and that was a lie.
Daddy Ben, can you please bring that on set, please?
I like that we get to see each person's process of doing the storytelling. Like I had to have
Cole has to hold it up.
pictures.
Oh
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Close to hold that.
Dang
up.
it.
All right.
One hand. One hand.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Oh,
I want to help Issa.
No, you don't help. This is Issa's job. All right,
Yeah.
Issa. So which episode did you have?
So I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, episode 5.
Okay.
Season 1.
Okay.
So we start off in, I have no idea what the place is, but it used to
It's
be
London.
a coal mine. And it used to be a coal mine, and now it's a prison, and then it turned into a prison. This comes in later. So
Okay.
Great
JoJo,
start.
I'm gonna use names. I know you guys did it. I'm gonna use names. JoJo, Top Hat, because I don't remember his name.
Okay,
And
close enough.
Speedwagon are
Racer.
passing by this place, and suddenly a thief kid, uses a giant slingshot to launch himself and steal their money suitcase and go across the lake and steal all their money. I shit
This
you
is
not.
already too buck wild.
I shit you fucking not. So no, I need to finish.
Stop hitting us and just go.
Okay,
Go. Just go.
the kid goes. Top Hat and JoJo are just like, oh wow, this kid, he's so youthful, so spry. Meanwhile, Speedwagon's like, the kid just stole our money for some reason. So Top Hat uses his finger magic. He fingers the lake. He just flicks it.
He fingers a lot.
He fingers a lot of things. He flicks the lake. He uses that magic for energy as some way to walk on the lake and walk on water. And so he walks on water. JoJo follows after him, and for some reason, Speedwagon is really surprised by this.
Wait, did JoJo walk on water?
JoJo walked on water.
too.
So they get the kid. JoJo uses his own breathing finger magic that he learned from Top Hat.
Right, from the frog.
To punch the cliff that the thief was climbing, so that way he can catch the kid. And the kid, for some reason, doesn't know what's going on. It turns out they were all being hypnotized to believe that it was a sunny day next to a lake, and the place turns into a dark night, and it's a fucking graveyard.
So, Cole, you'll be happy to know we're almost done with page 1.
Yes.
What the shit is this show?
That's page
Hurry!
So it turns out
chance.
Dio.
I already have twice.
It's okay. You can just put it down because I'm not
I'll take
gonna
it.
stop.
Give it
I'm not gonna stop.
I have to hear this.
Okay,
shit.
so
load.
Dio, our
load.
antagonist, our antagonist, the vampire zombie rising bad boy. He is the one behind the hypnotism. Of
course.
So Top Hat
Dio.
wants to
That
punch.
bitch.
Like they're trying to find Dio so they can stop him from converting everyone into literal zombies. So Top Hat launches himself, wants to punch using his finger magic, wants to punch Dio.
Oh, wait. Is Thief Boy real or is he part of the hallucination?
He's real.
What
He's
the
real.
fuck? Okay,
He's real.
keep going.
Jojo. Meanwhile, Jojo's carrying him. Remember this.
course.
So
Arm still
Top
broken?
Hat.
Shut the fuck up.
Top Hat tries to punch Dio. Dio stops his punch, and then he uses he has so much control over his magic and body that he starts shooting ice out of his hand, so he freezes Top Hat's arm, and then Top Hat's arm is encased in ice, and then it breaks, and then it starts bleeding because apparently Dio is freezing the blood cells in his arm because if
He's a waterbender.
if Top Hat can't use
Can't use his
finger
top hat.
magic can't be used without breathing. So Dio goes, well, if you can't use your blood cells in your arm, then you can't use your magic.
Of course, it makes perfect sense.
Perfect sense. So Top Hat's trying to get out of this, so he punches with his other hand, but then Dio's coming in and he goes, ha, you fool! I can't believe you would fall for this. I'm doing this because they're still trying to punch each other. And Jojo comes up and then he interrupts the punch. So it's fist, Jojo's hand, fist. And it's like a literal threesome.
Is he
of
carrying
hands.
boy?
The boy is on his back. The boy is on his back.
The boy is there. Continue.
There's our episode title.
So the boy's on his back. So, oh my God, where am I? So,
Have we hit the commercial break yet?
no.
What fucking
gotta
pace
go,
is
we
this
Yeah, I
show
know.
that?
So Dio,
Breakneck.
they tried to punch him out. It doesn't work. They're so worried about Top Hat's I can't let Jojo's arm be encased in ice, or else he won't be able to use his magic. So he tries to kick Dio. Top Hat tries to kick Dio, and then Dio uses his own hands to basically break Top Hat's leg. And then so that's enough of a thing where they all fall, and everyone, Speedwagon, the boy, Jojo, everyone is worried about Top Hat's arm, but his leg is suddenly better.
Okay, sure.
So his leg isn't broken.
It was broken, but now it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, this is starting to suck.
Did he
So-
breathe?
It's a
Yeah.
hypnosis.
The thing is, his arm is rotten, so they make a whole big deal out of his arm
arm's
being
rotten?
rotten. No, his arm is there's no circulation in it. So they go, if I can't have circulation in it, then my arm's gonna rot. I won't be able
Right.
to use my magic energy.
CPR.
Of course.
So Speedwagon looks at it and goes, you just need heat, so you can basically unfreeze your arm. So Speedwagon lifts his shirt and then drags Top Hat's frozen arm onto his abs like this. And he just has his shirt there, and then for some reason his body just starts emanating.
He just fucking
smoke. yeah, pretty much exactly
Whoa.
that. And
Pearl
it's,
snap.
and
Whoa.
it's like
Oh.
Yeah.
it's
Lord.
so yeah. So that's
I'm waiting for the part where they win the
What
My Hero
happens next?
Academia
Yeah.
tournament, but-
so meanwhile Jojo suddenly for some reason 2 zombie guys appear from beneath the ground.
Typical 2 zombie guys.
Dio apparently
vampires?
One cup.
Dio rose them from the dead,
arm.
and these guys are apparently really strong. So
Are any of them Chinese?
no,
Okay.
Oh.
they're some kind of English.
Like me.
God, I'm so out of breath. So one of them is just basically a big hulking kind of guy. He's super huge. The other one uses his hair. He can control his hair to basically encase Jojo's fist when he's trying to punch them, and he sucks blood with using his hair out of Jojo's fist.
Like a girl from
So,
Fairy Tale.
So they look so intimidating, and Speedwagon's like, oh my gosh, look at them. They look so scary. They must have secrets. And Dio,
What the fuck?
they must have secrets. Then Dio
Did they?
proceeds to tell them what their secrets were.
What?
So
What do you mean?
What
do you mean?
What were their
Here's
secrets?
the thing. They were knights apparently for a Queen Mary, but this was at the time when some Queen Elizabeth was also the queen, and Queen
There were two
Elizabeth
queens?
frames Queen
Hot.
Mary and
One cup.
betrays her and frames her for murder. So they convinced these two knights when they were alive to give themselves up for execution, so that way they can sacrifice themselves for their queen's life. Turns out that right before the executioner cuts off their head, he goes, haha, you guys are idiots. Look over there on the dark side of the field, because Queen Mary's head is there. So if they just looked to the right and saw through the dark, they would have found that their queen was dead. So they start cursing. They curse them off. They're just like, curses, curse you, and like they have an origin story, and that's why their powers are the way they are. And Dio heard this story, and he went, I have to resurrect these guys from the dead because they're gonna be my cool knights. So apparently JoJo's honor was so honorable that the zombie hair guy, like, he wanted to personally kill him. So zombie hair guy launches himself and JoJo into the lake. Top Hat and Speedwagon.
Is this still in a graveyard?
Yes.
Okay.
Top Hat and
That's where the zombies
Speedwagon
came
That
from.
beautiful graveyard. Light.
try to go after them, but the other zombie stops them. And meanwhile, the Top Hat's main concern was when they go into the lake, Top Hat literally looks in the lake and goes, oh no, he can't breathe in there. He won't be able to use his magic if he can't breathe. I swear to God, this is word for word.
Amazing.
So in the water, because that's still like the last
Where
part
he
of the
can't
episode,
breathe.
where he can't breathe, because Hair Zombie is dead, he can talk underwater.
obviously,
Jojo
everybody knows
can't.
that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, so
Basically.
All zombies can talk underwater.
Yeah, all zombies can talk underwater.
Ah!
So Jojo can't talk. He's like choking and breathing. He's like not able to breathe for like the next 3 minutes while
can't breathe under there.
Zombie is like having a monologue.
Of course, yeah.
And
Yeah, that's anime.
so Jojo, there's this whole thing where Jojo, instead of swimming up to the surface to get some air, he swims down to the bottom of the
Get
lake
air?
instead.
To get air.
And
It's about sucking air from a turtle.
so
An honorable turtle.
I'm so close, guys. I'm so close to finishing.
Me too.
Um,
I love this show. I really grew up on this show.
So, okay, oh my god. So he swims to the bottom of the lake. There is, in the corner of, as the scene is going, while he's swimming, he's having a flashback to something that his dad told him. Of course. Jojo, it's a flashback. Jojo's trying to get a toy out of his dog's mouth.
Yeah.
Glad you clarified.
No, shush. So,
Don't laugh at my laugh.
I love it.
Push through.
his dad together goes, Jojo, why are you trying to take the toy away from the dog? Think of it this way. Why don't you try letting the dog give the toy to you? So for some reason, that enables Jojo to remember that this was a coal town. And so that means all the rocks on the bottom of the lake were like pushed down there for some reason.
Okay.
So he could lift the rock from the bottom of the lake and breathe the air bubbles that come up from the bottom of the rock because there's air trapped underneath them.
Obviously.
So
Every
the
coal town
bubbles
has
comes
that.
up, and you just see an image of him just going.
It's like Super Mario Odyssey.
And suddenly, it's Super Mario Odyssey. And suddenly, that means he can use his magic because he was able to breathe once. So he breathed, and then he punched the water, and then the projectile was about to hit the zombie, and that's where the episode ends.
Fuck yeah! What the shit, Jojo?
Hey, Cole.
Nicely done.
Hey, Cole.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
No,
it.
Cole, do you remember that time when you said at the production meeting, guys, we really need to cut down these JoJo explanations?
It's not
They go on
possible.
for like
It's-
5 minutes.
I'm so sorry. I swear to God.
アニメ電話ゲーム
Oh,
I know
it's the Thief
exactly.
Boy.
Exactly.
So,
It's the thief.
zombie vampire with his face cracked is really stoked about fighting Jojo. The moment the intro ends, we begin the wildest shit I've ever seen, which can only be described as a vampire's hair combating flaming fists of fury.
There it is.
Hair wins. Vampire hair metal man has bound Jojo so he can't use his Hammond powers. Also, the hair is drinking his blood.
What? Wait, what?
Blonde guy and
What?
top hat man wish
What?
they could help JoJo break out of the hair, but say they can't because
Why?
what looks like some giant statue person is about to do something? No, seriously, they never say attack. They just imply that this big dude is gonna, and then they just like sort of
Did they get-
never,
did
they
they get
never
interrupted?
finish the- Nope.
Because then he attacks. Because they're like, he's gonna, and then he attacks. It, so it
Well,
finishes
yeah,
the-
that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
when I watched the show.
But does he also protect?
He does not, and
Okay.
we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So, despite being told, just being told that JoJo cannot break out of the hair, JoJo breaks out of the hair.
Oh.
He
His
then
name's JoJo.
kicks the blade of the vampire, causing the vampire's entire arm to melt into putty.
Oh.
Is it because of Hamon?
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is it 'cause
Like he just kicks it and it's
He kicks that sword, and then lightning, and then arm melt.
That's probably
really
Hamon.
you really
the
skip
lightning.
That.
There's light. There's
missed
a
the lightning.
foot. The foot hits the metal of the sword, and then lightning goes down.
Oh, because lightning conducts electricity.
You're so right. Lightning does conduct electricity,
And
then
JoJo's
that,
made
and
of
then that
electricity.
arm just melt off. That arm just melt off. All right, so let's move on. So JoJo punches hair vampire approximately 732 times. We checked back in on Blonde Man and Hat Dude,
Yeah.
who are still commenting on JoJo's fighting and not being attacked by the big statue thing that they implied like they would be. We've now reached the 5-minute mark.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So JoJo says that now that he
2-minute
knows the zombie's past, he understands that he must destroy
How did he
them.
learn the past?
Zombie goes in for a killing blow, and JoJo drops his defenses intentionally for some reason.
Yeah.
His friends freak out.
Yeah.
The honorable.
Zombie brings the blade to JoJo's head, but decides to stop and only cut his cheek. I do not know why. JoJo says he now understands that the zombie feels pain.
What?
What?
Flowers all around the zombie begin to bloom.
What?
And then, for seemingly no reason, his knees snap and he falls to the ground.
Did it
What?
Melt or snap?
It was like a pop melt, and then he just had no legs.
What?
Yeah, that's
Where
right.
where the flowers connect.
Can you see? Look, can you see with your eyes? The flowers.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and go to that next image too, because this is like right before that
Okay.
good knee snap. And that's what's happening.
There's no flowers before.
There were no flowers, but then there's flowers, and then my knees are gone, and then he falls to the ground hurt. So
Is that the next image?
So Blondie and Hatman still aren't fighting and don't seem to be in immediate danger. So they explain that Hammond is coursing through the zombie's body, thus returning him to his human form with his human soul.
Wait, why is there? No,
I am
Did
unsure
JoJo
as
put the
to
Hammond in
when.
him?
I am unsure as to when this happened, but it's apparently why JoJo stopped fighting.
Oh, because he was a human.
He knew. JoJo knew because he's a smart, good boy. We all know that. So Blondie comments with the performance of a fucking soap opera that the zombie no longer seems evil, but speaks to JoJo, quote, like a son peacefully talking with his mother,
Oh my god.
end quote. Zombie thanks JoJo for his compassion and grants him his sword, Luck. He adds a bloody P to the engraving, so now
What?
it reads Pluck.
What?
I do not understand the significance.
What?
I don't know. It's a big deal. It's Pluck now, guys. And you know that because he said so and then wrote it.
So does the blood never wash off then?
Is that Oscar?
Oh, look. Oh, well, we're getting ahead now. Maybe not look at that screen just
Oh,
yet.
okay.
All right.
Wait.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, what's
what
confusing?
does pluck mean?
I don't know.
Why did he add it?
Great question. Can I go on?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Super great, super great. So Zombie turns to ash, and JoJo contemplates the irony of having to kill a man to restore his soul. It is in that moment that the giant statue that was supposed to be keeping JoJo's friends from helping in the fight attacks JoJo.
Oh.
His friends warn him just in time. This shit is fucking buck wild. I wrote that. I wrote that in that moment.
That's a no.
Oh, the statue is named Tarkus, and he is a zombie too.
Wait, are we in the past still?
No.
What the fuck
No,
are you
we're,
talking
they're
about?
fighting
You said
now
we
in
went to the past.
No, he was like, no.
They said they went to the past.
Austin, you gotta pay attention. It's JoJo. All right, so JoJo and Hatman breathe real good and turn a bunch of dead leaves into one giant leaf so they can fly everyone to safety.
Giant leap?
The boy is now there too, and while hanging off of JoJo's back, let's cut to it. He pulls down his pants and spanks his bare bottom at the giant zombie they are fleeing
Oh,
from.
that's his bare
And there it is.
bottom.
Look at that boy bottom.
Oh,
Look at that good boy tush.
Why is he intimidating the zombie?
So Hatman has a flashback. Hatman has a flashback to
Now
his
we're in the
days
past.
Now we're
as
in
a
the-
sailor in India where he learned about Hammond, you guys.
Okay.
Then he goes to Tibet to learn more Hammond secrets from a monk named Ton Petty. Ton tells him he is destined to die if he learns the ways of Hammond.
Is he gonna die?
All of this, by the way, is prompted by the question, where did you learn how to do this stuff? This question he never actually answers. Because apparently Tom Petty's prophecy must remain a secret.
Otherwise, it comes true.
I don't know.
But then he dies.
He never says why, but it's gotta be secret. So despite flying through the air this entire time, the big zombie somehow attacks from above.
Oh.
No.
He was still, okay.
No.
Hey, we've now reached the halfway mark.
No.
We're
No.
gonna speed this up because
gotta
boy,
hurry.
No.
boy, the second half really kicks into high gear, guys.
Okay.
So the heroes crash into a castle on the side of a cliff, and Hatman tells JoJo to get the boys someplace safe, and then points to a giant ominous door, literally overflowing with what looks like poisonous green gas. Cut to the fucking thing.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, get him someplace safe. The boy then tells JoJo that this castle is likely filled with
Raising
deadly
your
traps. JoJo proceeds to enter the castle. Literally 3 seconds later, JoJo sets off a trap. Sorry, I didn't realize I was getting there. I'm
Wait.
sorry.
Wait, why does he go in there?
I don't know. Sorry. So he's pulled deeper into the castle away from his friends. This is the part where I wrote, I hate these people. Oh shit, fucking plot twist. It wasn't a trap, but a big bear trap thing on a chain wielded by Big Zombie who made his way inside the castle first.
Wait, he's in the castle
He's
now.
in the castle
How
now.
did he get in the castle?
He crashed into it and dove through the wall, idiot.
What?
Miles.
But I wrote this next part in caps, so I have to. Oh, there's a narrator. I thought that role was being handled by everyone else in JoJo's party, but I guess they aren't in this scene right now, so fuck it! Big Zombo challenges JoJo to some sort of death game. Oh, I'm sorry, I went back into caps here. Hold the fuck up! Stay on this picture, it's important. Hatman can't punch his way into the castle because, quote, Hammond can't be used for destruction. 15 minutes ago, JoJo melted a motherfucker's entire arm.
What is he talking about?
Sorry.
No.
Also, Hatman says that he can, quote, handle bricks, just not a metal door. Motherfucker, that metal door is attached to a wall made entirely of fucking bricks.
You have to record John this week. Stop.
They can destroy it.
No, I'm not gonna stop until this is done. Okay.
He punched a frog and it broke a. He can use it for destruction.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Castle.
So in this jigsaw death game, both Zombo and JoJo are chained by the neck, and the only way to free yourself is by decapitating your opponent and taking the key hidden in their collar. JoJo's getting his shit wrecked so badly that we cut to show the boy wetting himself. Thanks. Damn, I wet my pants, he
They
says.
have shown. This is some weird shit. Like they
you think?
They showed his ass. They showed him wedding.
Yeah, there's a lot of boy stuff in this episode, Austin. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, episode 6, boy stuff and zombies. So, after our useless friends talk more about how they can do nothing to help, the boy sees a small opening in the wall that he can fit through to open the door. And the boy has a flashback to being bullied, and his sister shows up to scare the bullies away, and then starts slapping her brother for being such a little bitch. But it's okay because she says she'll do the laundry when they get home. So that's the end of that flashback, and the boy climbs inside the hole. The superpowered friends are so fucking useless that they can't even stop a young boy from going in despite trying. Zombie goes to try and kill the boy, roughs him up good, but boy opens door though. Good job, boy. Now the useless friends can help. Hatman steps in to fight and wonders if the prophecy we learned about this episode may finally come true. Yo, wait, why is that meme song playing? I hated this. So that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode 6. At me, I fucking hate this show. It's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Everyone's fucking dumb as bricks that are just impossible to get through. And I wanted everyone to die.
So
Oh, please, what? Please.
So in college, I had to write a paper, but I had a cold, and I drank a bottle of Robitussin while I wrote my paper. The next day, when I read my paper, it appears that I had just written stuff, gone out, come back in, written stuff, and what was out was just made no sense. It was just a pile of just nonsense.
Yo, was the name of that essay JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I guess so.
So look, like, I'm gonna be real. Cause I'm the guy that hates on the crazy animal. Oh man, look at that sourpuss that doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I was like, y'all were starting to win me over. Y'all were. I was like, I'm never gonna like this JoJo show, but week after week, Chinese man behind a curtain. That sounds silly. Punching a frog. I love this. I hate this.